Adobe Spark Video. This is such a great program. It has, to begin with, start by looking at the inspiration options, specifically this one with color. It's incredible. It's like this ready-made resource. That's amazing. Okay, how to use it. We begin by clicking the plus sign, and you want to start with what your story is about. So in this case, my students were working on communicating with the adults in their life. I'm going to base this off of the example that I just showed you from the two boys who were trying to express getting help for what they wanted. So I'm going to just call this Help Me Reach My Goals. Okay. Next, you pick a template to work from, and it's pretty smart because the way the template is that you pick, it sort of gives you these prompts that would make sense for the order things should appear. So I'm going to choose teach a lesson because in this case, it's kids teaching the adults in their life. So now notice that, again, I mentioned those prompts that it gives you. It said, what will you teach and why is it interesting or relevant? How will people use what they learn? So what will I teach in this case for those students? They want to teach about their goals or their dreams. So I think it's fun to start with an icon. I'm going to show you how to add that. If I click icon, I can search for a ton of different very cool icons. So this, in this case, it's dreams. So I'm going to hit search. And I love anything that has to do with the brain, so I'm naturally drawn to this one right here. I'm going to go with that. And I feel like it's powerful when you start with an icon because it's just a bold image. The next slide that I'm going to do, I'm going to sort of introduce my topic. I could add something here that is the text that I want to appear. So I'm going to go ahead and go to concept, the next slide, and I'm going to add in the text that is going to maybe start with a question or an idea. I'm going to say, I have dreams. At this point now, you might start thinking about, well, what are different themes? This is black and white. It seems a little boring. So maybe you want to look at these two options like layout. It gives you an opportunity to split your screen, leave it full screen. Right now I'm in full screen. Add a caption below an image or title and text. So in this case, I'm going to leave mine full screen. Next, I'm going to go look at themes. And I can change the color of the theme by just clicking this pencil. And for me, I'm just drawn to green. So I like the black and white, but I might want to change my color to green. So it's mixing up my colors. And here I can choose whatever color font I want. I'm going to go back to layout actually, or theme, sorry. And I'm going to choose a different theme so you could see. I like this green right here actually. So I'm going to go with that. It's going to look nice with the black and white in my mind. So you could see the different color options down below it if you want to play with that. I'm going to go to the next slide. So far I've added two slides, an icon and text. Next, I'm going to add in the example photo. In this case, it might be where your student wants to add in their artwork. Adobe, again, has these free photos that are copyright free and you can work with them. They can add a picture of themselves. In this case, that could be really powerful, especially if they're trying to talk to their parents. I'm going to choose the artwork by the student. So I'm going to choose on my iPad because I have this already saved here. So I'm going to go ahead and find that photograph. Okay. And I have my image here. And with my image, now maybe I want to talk about what this is about. So in this case, what I want to do is I want to make sure, one, that it fits. So I just kind of squeeze, I just toggle so that it's where I want it and the size I want. And now I'm going to go ahead and edit into it. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and add our voice. To do that, you just hold the microphone I tell the kids use a pair of earbuds with a mic on them. The sound is so much better. Or go into a very silent room that has a solid recording space. So here I'm just going to add a sample. So I'm getting ready to press the mic. I have dreams and I want you to know that my dreams are real. Sometimes I feel that you don't help me believe that I can keep my dreams a possibility. Notice that while I was recording, it said keep it short. And it only allowed 13 seconds. It didn't allow, it would have kept going, but only up for about 30 seconds. If I would have gotten past that, it would have cut me off. Now I could add more in and extend it and just keep talking, and it will be seamless and it won't even break it up. So that's okay. So let your students and yourself play with it and see how that comes out. I'm going to go to the next slide, but I'm going to test it before I move on. I have dreams and I want you to know that my dreams are real. Sometimes I feel that you don't help me believe that I can keep my dreams a possibility. Now, in this case, I was trying to get the kids to look at things in a more empathetic way, and then help their parents maybe see where they're coming from, and really thus, not just their parents, their teachers, just all the adults in their life, creating a sense of empathy on both sides. So maybe here, and I was really trying to drive that home to the students. So here, maybe I will add some more text here, and just kind of continue with my point. I know you have dreams for me too. And then, so now I've showed you sort of how to add text. I'm going to go ahead and let's see, what have I not showed you? How to add a picture. So I'm going to add one more slide here. And in this case, I'm going to take a photo I'm going to, take a photograph of me as though I was the kid trying to connect with their parents. So I'm going to click photo. And this time I'm going to choose take a photo, flip my camera, and here I am. Use that photo. And again, another opportunity when you can get your students to be brave and put themselves and their voice right there, it is so much more powerful. So encourage them to be as open as possible to make those connections with their audience. Maybe here I'm going to add another sound bit on there, just to kind of wrap it up or make another connection. I'm just asking that you consider what my dreams are. Thank you. Let's see how that sounds. I'm just asking that you consider what my dreams are. Thank you. Okay, and then once you're done, you're ready to share your link. But before you do that, think about the size. So I'm going to click resize. What output do you want to show this on? If it's going to be a widescreen or a square, like for social media like Instagram, then you would want to choose square. Finally, you can change up your music. If I'm looking at music, Adobe includes all these different songs on here that are copyright free, and they're arranged by theme. I'm going to choose something thoughtful. Let's just try Pacific Pier. Sure, let's go with that. You can change your volume, bring it down. Okay, I like that. I'm going to go with it. And now I'm ready to move on. One of the things I just want to give you a heads up about is that Adobe will allow you to, it'll lower the sound whenever you are narrating. So it's pretty smart. So let's pretend that this is a complete video and let's preview it and see how it looks.